Yo, do you have a poor attitude in life? Do you lack character? Do you want to change that? It's okay, your boy Ol here has come up with an easy 3-step guide on how to build your character, how to develop your personality, how to be able to go through tougher things. If you follow this advice, you'll be able to develop stories. You'll be able to look back on your past and think, damn, I was strong. And you'll be able to riz some hoes. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Coming at you with number 1. To build more character, some more pop, you need a hero's journey. And what I mean by this is, if you've turned 18 and you've not done anything, you're obviously feeling like you lack character development, you lack character building. Then you need to change it up, boy. You need to do something difficult. You need to go on a journey that'll change your life. I feel like every man should really do something super difficult that, like, if you said, I did this to someone else, they'd go, oh fuck, that's respectable. Oh damn, you did that? Jesus, they have no choice but to respect you, just because you've done something. Now, just an example of my situation, I did something not easy. I did something completely different than what I was used to. I did something I've never trained for, that I've had no experience in, you know? I'm here, I'm living in the UK, I'm living in a small country town, I've got the same routine every day, I'm depressed as fuck, I'm sad, I really don't like life. The only thing I have going for me is that I train every day. I go to jiu-jitsu and I go to the gym. Before that I didn't even train, like I was just depressed, like I was pure dread. So I went from this type of person to one day just going, I quit my job, you know? I'm not gonna lie, it was this, or like, I was gonna fucking jump off a bridge or something, who knows. I like completely lost my mind, I was insane. And I was ready to do something big. Thankfully, the big thing was I quit my job, like I handed in my notice, I'm like, yo boss, I'm saving up for 2 more months and I'm quitting. And that's what I did. And to be honest, I wasn't even ready. Like, I thought, okay, I'll have enough money if I leave in September. And then September comes and I'm like, oh shit, I'm still lacking a little bit. I'm not really where I want to be. But the thing is, I made it work. I made that money work for me. And I don't mean that in an investment standpoint, I just mean like, you have what you have and you do your best with it and you make it work. So what I did, my hero's journey or whatever, is I went to Thailand. I'd never travelled alone before. It was completely new to me. I like barely knew how an airport worked. Like honestly, like looking at the little screen that shows like airplanes, that's intimidating. I'm like, okay, what do I do now? Oh god, I felt like so much anxiety around an airport because I had no idea what was going on. But I did that. I went to Thailand, I booked my flight, maybe like 2 months in advance, and I went. And I brought my bike with me, by the way. Now, I only planned to like, I didn't really plan to stay in Bangkok. I wanted to go to Chiang Mai because I know cyclists are up there and I want to get really fit. But something I realized in Bangkok was I don't have a job now. Like, I'm free. I felt completely free at this moment. And I was ready for something big. I was ready for a change. Now, I thought, what's something that my old self wouldn't do? What's something that's difficult that I could do? What's something that I couldn't do with having a job? So, completely unplanned, by the way. I literally made my decision to do this maybe 2 days before I left for it. I said, I'm going to cycle to Chiang Mai. That's like 700 kilometers, which maybe for some people that's not much, but I'm not a professional cyclist. I'm very much a beginner. I had a bootleg bike setup. I bought a bungee and like put my backpack on the back of my bike. It was so funny. And honestly, like, it fucking collapsed. The little setup I had collapsed while I was cycling in the middle of the road. Parts went everywhere. And somehow I like fixed it and made it work. And over the next 10 days of just like an easy cycle, nothing hard. I went through the country roads. I really took my time. Even with like the blaring sun, like, I took 10 days to get to Chiang Mai. I spent a few days in Lampang, spent a few days chilling on the way up, but like, 10 days to do 700 kilometers. And when you're on a bike for like over 6 hours, and that heat is roasting you, and you're getting at your low... Okay, here's another thing. I wouldn't book my hotels. About an hour before I was ready to sleep or get off my bike, I'd look for a hotel along the path. And sometimes I'd have to go another 40k, another 50k. Sometimes I'd get to the hotel and they'd be like, oh, sorry, we're full. And I have to go, damn, okay, let's find another hotel. And then I'd have to go another 20k or something. So I'd do everything on the fly. It was really awesome. I'm really surprised that I didn't actually end up sleeping on the street. Like, I was fully okay with doing that. But that's something, that's like my hero's journey. I won't call it like super difficult, but I mean, it was hard. I could have just gave up the first 30k. I'd be like, oh shit, my bike's falling apart. Maybe I should just go back now before it goes wrong, and I can just fly there. But no, I made it work. I did something, blah blah blah, and boom, got back on my bike, and I kept going to the next place. And another thing I didn't have. This goes into my next point. Cut off your support. I didn't have any support. I was completely relying on myself. I don't know anyone in Thailand. Like, if I get stranded, I don't know an emergency number to call. I don't have anyone to call. Maybe a Grab? But I mean, dude, I'm alone out here. Like, I could die. If my tire popped and I couldn't fix it. You know, sometimes I don't see anyone for quite a distance. And with that sun blazing away, I could easily get dehydrated. And boom. Finished. So, you know, I'm not saying there's like a good chance of dying, but I mean, it's definitely possible. I felt completely like self-reliant on that moment, and I feel like you should. At points in your life, you need to feel like you're completely self-reliant, especially after you're like 18-ish. You know, it's fine to live with your mum, but I mean, you need to be able to feel that, you know, that ability. And for my second point is, do something difficult. Do something like genuinely hard. So I cannot find, I've got notes here, I cannot find where the okay. Oh no. The do something hard was kind of in the hero's journey. And yeah, I'll talk more about like a hero's journey on a different video. I feel like it's something every man should do. And honestly, I think you should do some difficult thing, like maybe once a year. Really just to get that adventure back and that like fire and just that feeling of like conquest, like shit, I've just done something that difficult. I'm impressive. You know, be happy with yourself. So the last thing is about your mind. To develop character, you need to be able to reframe bad things as good. It's like a completely mental barrier, right? Maybe something happens, I don't know, maybe let's just do something. On my journey, a flat tire, okay? I got a flat tire. Do I then cry and go, ah, shit, what am I gonna do? Why does this happen to me? Everyone hates me. No. You go, damn, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity to improve my tire repair skills. Thank you for testing me. Thank you for making me show grit to get through this. Even though I'm like super tired from the sun and I'm like snappy. I feel snappy. I just want to go to my hotel. I'm absolutely dehydrated. Like I feel wrecked. And now I've got a flat tire. Like honestly, if you were in America and you were like one of those like teenage girls who like cry over everything and like, I'm so spoiled, blah blah blah, like act like a child and brat, like honestly, they're done. They do that because they haven't been through anything difficult in their life. And part of the beauty of building like yourself is that other people don't really do that. Other people don't work on like building themselves, making themselves better, making themselves like go through actual difficult things. People don't do that. They just go with the flow. They go with the roll with the punches. Something happens and they just blame it on something or whatever. Blame it on who? And go on. And that's how you get fat. So, come up with your hero's journey is like the main point. What difficult thing do you want to do? Whether that's move country, whether that's like a fight, you're a boxer, you want your first fight, whether you want to travel Asia, go South America, or you want to just something super difficult. Well, not super difficult, but something current you cannot do or will not do. Do it. Thank you for viewing the video. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below leaving your hero's journey. And remember, dab on your enemies, and if you do all those things, I will send a personal blessing to your great grandmother, whether she's alive or not, and she'll feel it. Okay, see you.